Time for the Stoner's Minute.
Hey,
Joe,
I'll get struck by lightning.
I know you like The Truman Show, but have you ever seen the alien version of that called Dark City?
Yo, Dark City. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It's pretty dope. Let me go
Yeah,
get
it's really
sure.
like it's really a trippy movie. I remember when it came out, I was totally unprepared for this sort of zoo hypothesis, which
Right.
is kind of an idea about the state that we find ourselves in terms of UFOs, and it's still actually the zoo hypothesis is still I think a good front runner for what we sort of perceive as alien kind of activity. But yeah, Dark City is really cool.
Yeah,
It's like some Slaughterhouse 5 shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, I would say, Slaughterhouse 5 is, an epic book. It's probably, in my top five favorite books of all time. But it's more like the Truman Show, but the alien version of it.
oh yeah, with these pinhead looking motherfuckers. I remember. Um. Oh, and then it has what's his name? Fucking the vampire dude. He's the good guy. Um,
Yeah, William Hurt is in it. Plays like a detective. Anyway, I'm not going to go much further than that with it. If you haven't seen it, it's really cool.
yeah, no, I've seen parts
But
of
I,
it, but now I
I
really
think
want to
it came
watch
out
it.
before the Truman Show. I don't know what year it came out, but
I gotta find out. I gotta
Yeah,
watch this shit.
I think it did, or it was about that time, maybe a little bit earlier, like early '90s or something.
but
Truman Show is about
Joe,
like '95.
Are you familiar with the zoo hypothesis?
Like we're the animals in the zoo for the
Pretty much,
aliens.
yeah. We can't. The reason we can't, there's the issue of, well, there's so many stars, and blah 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 blah, and why can't we see anyone? And one of the possibilities, which I think I like a lot, is that the reason we can't, because we're not allowed to, that we're sort of in a protected zone, and we're not allowed to perceive, the aliens that are sort of the zookeepers, and that's sort of the state that we're in.
Wow.
You can find it on Google. It's a little more scientific than that. I mean, I guess it's not really scientific, but it's just sort of conspiracy theory fun.
Yeah, I love this type of stuff. Expanding the mind and the possibilities. I mean, it's fucking definitely possible. It would explain a lot of things. Um,
So
like a
they're letting us, kind of like the aliens are letting us achieve technologies bit by bit as they think that we can handle them. Like I haven't seen Dark City in forever, but there's that theory, right, where if we can't handle certain technologies, they do some shit so we don't advance or whatever because we invented the nuclear weapons and shit. They're like, yo, these guys are fucking tripping, so let's try and control these dudes.
Yeah, I don't really know how far people take it, and I haven't looked at it in a while. But as I remember it, it's just essentially that we're in a zoo, and we're not allowed to sort of escape a certain amount of perception about the alien civilizations around us, and that would make. I mean, I could see how that's possible, but I don't understand it, and it's more like kind of the way astrology is fun. It's just kind of a fun idea, and I think it has like kind of sort of political kind of implications in terms of like how we all feel like we are in a zoo, like real life, sort of. feels that way. So this is just an extension to include aliens as the cause of it.
Hell yeah, Sean, I could dig it. I like your style too. I always like to say that, like, it's just fun. It's fun to think about. Because even if it were true and I believed it 100% and they're listening, I wouldn't want them to know that I know and that I believe it 100%. So I got to leave that opening. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, a fun thing to think about. Little conspiracy theory thing when I smoke weed. But like in reality, right here on my wall, the little red fucking string is connecting all the pictures and the fucking newspaper clippings and shit.
Yo, I've been doing, like I said, a little bit of deep dive, and one of the most interesting things that I came across was, we all know like how they got these alien ships, allegedly, and the most common one is it crashed, but a lot of people criticize that because how are these high tech things going to crash really? And then the second one, which is more interesting, was they found them in an archaeological dig, which means they were here thousands of years ago. We dug them up. But the third one's the most interesting to me, which is the aliens just left them here because we were just messing up. We didn't know how to handle our own technology. So they're giving us something to, like, here, use this clue to figure stuff out. I thought that one was really interesting.
And always remember that you can stake your ADA at the Weed Stake Pool. Stake, smoke, earn. And that's your Stoner's Minute. Wake and bake up.